I think one of the things that is important to note, that just like this door is a piece of a larger structure, right? Depictions like these are part of a larger narrative, a part of a larger history, a larger story. And it's a big story, and this is a big piece, right? But both physically as well as in other ways. I think one of the things that I think is important to stress is just that this is, I spoke about the ocean earlier, I spoke about the Atlantic. This is just a drop in the ocean, right? In that way, that these doors, forgive all of the puns, right? But these doors open up an opportunity to learn more, not just about the history of Islam in West Africa, but the history of the continent itself, the history of religion, in sort of a broader Atlantic space, and also as part of the broader human story, right? I think it's as one understands more about this story and stories like it, one has the opportunity to be inspired by those particular people, those particular commitments, those particular movements that have served to bring people together, right? And I think that's particularly salient in these days and times, which I wouldn't say necessarily are exceptional in contrast to like world history, but for many who feel the weight of political divisiveness, structural racism, dehumanizing rhetorics that often get aimed at people of color. I think one of the things that we can sort of be reminded of is just as you have those people who seem to be doing a lot of work in tearing us apart, you have people who are working to bring people together, right? And so the Mouridiya Tariqa, the Mouride movement, which is a global one, is one that brings people together, right? One of the things that I love about Senegalese culture, like many other cultures, is a commitment to hospitality. And so there's a Wolof word that is teranga, which is a very foundational element of what it means to be Senegalese, which is very much informed through, I guess you could say, a Sufi principle or Islamic principle of hosting the guest. And so as one goes to Senegal or visits Senegal, again, imploring that you do that, you'll find an environment of welcome. You'll find an environment of family, which is what I found in my first time going there, and every time that I go to visit Senegal. I always feel welcomed by being invited to people's houses, being fed, sometimes overfed, so be careful. But it's always a beautiful opportunity to experience being amongst people who are committed to being beautiful.